I like to think we to a point where we can actually trace some real game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're at that level. Um, and for whatever reason, man, I hope that this video finds the person that can't seem to sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? Your mind might be racing. You might need some words of encouragement. You might need a confirmation that you need to keep pushing. You need to keep fighting for the right reason to make your dreams happen. And that's why I'm going to base tonight's Science of Getting Rich principle on change is the hardest thing that technically you will ever do. And it says in the book that it'll be the hardest work that you'll ever do. And that's just like the realest thing ever. And the reason it's so real is because you have to fight and believe in what's right. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to go the wrong way. You got to get to a point where you tell yourself every tear that you've cried, it has to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Every bad day that you've had, it has to be worth it. On those days when you didn't want to keep going, you have to make pushing through those days worth it. And the reason I say you have to make it worth it is because what you want is so big, so much bigger than you, that doing the hard work to change is worth it. Separating yourself from people that's not talking about nothing, it's worth it. Not sitting around gossiping about people, it's worth it. Locking into your mind, your vision, and whatever it is you're working on, it's worth it. Today I had a beautiful day because, like I told you on the last episode, I got two huge deals on the table basically with two different contractors. One local, one is out of state. But today I made up my mind that I believe and I receive that I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that out of state contract because first of all, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot more money. Um, Appreciation is just more than I've ever experienced. I think the thing that kind of like sealed the deal for me was the contractors calling me today, basically just saying they cannot wait to meet me in person because everything we've did thus far has been Zoom calls and emails, offer letters, so on and so forth. But anyway, it was just like a warmth. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of feel like when something is calling you. You know, a saying that an old friend that I used to have is we like those who like us. You know, and I'm just really feeling the vibe. I'm feeling the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to this new adventure in my life, and it's a beautiful thing to just look forward to something that's just gonna lead to so much more. And I'm looking forward to putting this work in. I'm looking forward to this contract. I'm looking forward, to my girl coming up. You know what I'm saying, and seeing the beauty in the atmosphere that I'm about to be migrating and grinding in. You know what I'm saying? And I already told her, look, all I want you to do is just focus on your YouTube channel, focus on your schooling, and just exercise. You know what I'm saying? Because she deserves that break. I don't mind putting my mind to the grind because at the end of the day, she hustles just as hard as me. But as a man, it just makes me feel good to finally give her the relief she deserves to pour into the things that she's working so very, very, very hard on accomplishing, and that's another thing that the science says is basically as you have more, those around you will have more. And that's why I always hope and wish for the best with everybody watching this channel. Keep grinding on those hard days when you believe through and you see through those tears and that pain, that heartache, or whatever it is you may be going through. You might just be having a bad day, and you just make up your mind to operate above fear and keep going. Let me tell you, change gonna do more than come. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna be walking in your manifestation. You're gonna be walking in your blessings. You're going to be walking in your wealth, walking in your richness, walking in good health. And you can't entertain anything less than that. Because one thing that I've learned in doing the hardest work that I've ever done by changing myself and believing through uh, my mind constantly running, believing through the days I didn't want to get on here and record. It wasn't easy, but it was on those days that I believed in my vision that got me to my vision. And I hope that makes sense. But that's the power of thought. That's the power of belief. That's the power of standing on those principles. When you are going through that tunnel, can't see no light, and you have to become your own light to where the light gets so bright that it blinds you just as much as the darkness. But it's generating that type of light from darkness that just makes you appreciate it that much more. You know what I'm saying? And now, my mind is locked into, let me be a good steward over my money. You know what I'm saying? Um, let me be a good leader. Let me be a good example. Let me not take anything for granted this go round. Inspire everything and everyone around me just to be better and do better. Because all of this work I put in, the hardest work, and changing myself, it really changed my energy. It changed my world. It changed my relationship. Um, it's led me to bigger, better opportunities. And I just wish these same things for you, because I did the hardest work every day for as long as it took. I'm just telling you, it's like this. It was worth it. And that's the whole secret. When you dedicate to doing the hardest work, which is working on yourself and believing in the best version of yourself and becoming the best version of yourself, standing on those principles and holding that vision, it's like you're basically declaring what kind of life you have to have. And when you have to have something that bad, I'm just letting you know like this, it's gonna happen. So I'm looking forward to this next chapter. I could have easily laid down, but I just wanted to come on here to encourage whoever needs to hear this. Keep going. Please keep going. Please listen to the Science of Getting Rich. Please continue to stand on those principles. Please continue to study, believe, receive, learn to hold the vision. Master your thoughts by operating above fear, seeing through what's in front of you to seeing everything what's ahead of you, and picture and imagine it exactly how you want it to be. Because whatever it is you're going for, whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're asking for, I'm just letting you know I am living proof that you cannot fail. You will get rich. As you expect better, better is going to just continuously come your way. So for whoever needed to listen to this tonight, um, look, man, don't give up on yourself. Put all your money on you. Because if you think good about yourself, you right. If you think bad about yourself, you right. It don't make no sense to think bad about yourself. Don't talk about poverty. Don't entertain poverty. Get rich, get rich, get rich. Think rich, move rich, operate in richness. Don't nothing else make sense, man. So if you at the end of your rope and you ready to give up, I'm telling you, don't X out that thought altogether. Rise above it and envision yourself exactly where you want to be. I don't care what your present situation is. Rise above it, push through it, and I promise you, everything is going to be all right. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope I made just a little bit of sense, but I'm not going to hold you. I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know once again, hey, the principles and the law is real. Walk in it, be it, all of that, because you already know what it is. We're going to bring this thing to a close. You feel me? And we're going to end it like we always do. All gas, no brakes. Lock in. Peace.